The race session is at Circuit of Silverstone in Silverstone, Great Britain. Rene from South Africa is P2 on mediums. John Astrup is P3 with 20 kilos on mediums. Michelangelo Inski from Poland is P4 on mediums. Eric Bohm from Germany is P5 with 40 kilos on mediums. Brian Patterson is P6 with 60 kilos on mediums. Glenn Field from United Kingdom is P7 on mediums. Juan Ramos is P8 on softs. Martijn Mol from Netherlands is P9 on mediums. Richard Ogden is P10 on mediums. Rene Robertson is P1 with 80 kilos on mediums. "45 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. John Astrup in international pit straight is P2. Rene Robertson in farm curve is P6. Rene in the loop is P3. Eric Bohm in Wellington Straight is P2. Glenn Field in Luffield Corner is P5. Eric Bohm in Woodford Corner is P2. Martijn Mol in Cops Corner is P5. Hein Niekek in Beckett's Corner is P3. Rene Robertson in Chapel Corner is P5. John Astrup in Stowe Corner is P1 in a Lamborghini, 0.5 ahead of Eric Bohm. Glenn Field entering the pits is P5. Glenn Field is P5. Eric Bohm in international pits straight is P2, 0.4 behind John Astrup. Michelangelo Inski in farm curve is P6, 1.5 ahead of Richard Ogden. Eric Bohm in Aintree Corner is P2, 0.2 behind John Astrup. Martigan in Wellington Straight is P4, 0.2 behind Heineke. Martigan is now P3. Eric Bone in Luffield Corner is P2 in a Lamborghini, 0.3 behind John Astro. Brian Patterson in Woodcote Corner is P8, 0.4 behind Richard Ogden. Eric Bone in Magot's Corner is P2, 0.1 behind John Astro. John Astrup in Chapel Corner is P1, 0.3 ahead of Eric Bone. John Astrup is now P2. John Astrup is now P3. Eric Bone in Farm Curve is P1. Best lap is a 2:17.577. 0.605 of the fastest lap. 40 minutes remaining in the session. John Astrup in the loop is P3 in a Lamborghini, 1.2 behind Martigan. Martigan was 3.2 faster last lap. Glenfield is P8, 0.6 behind Richard Ogden. Juan Ramos in Farm Curve is P10. Glenfield in Luffield Corner is P8, 0.1 behind Richard Ogden. Glenfield is now P7. Eric Bone in Magot's Corner on lap 3 is P1, 1.5 ahead of Martigan. Glenfield in Magot's Corner is P7, 0.5 behind Michelangelo Inski. Juan Ramos in Woodcote Corner is P10. Best lap is a 2:41.107. 24.135 of the fastest lap. Michelangelo Inski in Stowe Corner is P7 on mediums, 0.3 behind Glenfield. Glenfield in Club Corner is P6 in a BMW, 1.4 ahead of Michelangelo Inski. Michelangelo Inski was 5.7 faster last lap. John Astrup is P3 with 20 kilos, 0.8 behind Martigan. Michelangelo Inski from Poland is P7, 1.9 ahead of Brian Patterson. John Astrup in Luffield Corner is P3, 1.0 behind Martigan. Martigan was 0.6 faster last lap. Juan Ramos entering the pits after 3 laps on softs is P10. Juan Ramos is P10. Michelangelo Inski in Woodcote corner is P7, 1.5 ahead of Brian Patterson. Juan Ramos on lap 4 is P10. John Astrup in Hangar Straight is P3, 1.7 ahead of Rene. Brian Patterson in Hangar Straight is P8 on mediums, 0.4 behind Michelangelo Inski. Martijn Mol from Netherlands in International Pits Straight is P2, 1.2 behind Eric Bohm. Brian Patterson in Club Corner on lap 4 is P8, 0.4 behind Michelangelo Inski. Michelangelo Inski in Abbey is P7, 1.2 ahead of Brian Patterson. Brian Patterson was 2.2 faster last lap. "35 minutes remaining in the session. Glenfield in Aintree corner is P6, 0.4 behind ReneRmotorsport-Assetto. Richard Ogden entering the pits after 5 laps on mediums is P9. Eric Bohm in National Pits Straight is P1 on mediums, 0.7 ahead of Martijn Mol. Martijn Mol in Magot's corner on lap 5 is P2, 0.2 behind Eric Bohm. Eric Bohm in Hangar Straight is P1 with 40 kilos, 0.3 ahead of Martijn Mol. John Astrup in Stowe corner is P3, 2.6 ahead of Rene. Martijn Mol in Club corner is P2, 0.3 behind Eric Bohm. Juan Ramos entering the pits is P10. Juan Ramos on lap 4 is P10. Brian Patterson in Club corner is P7 with 60 kilos, 2.7 ahead of Michelangelo Inski. Juan Ramos is P10 in a Porsche. John Astrup in Wellington Straight is P3 in a Lamborghini, 2.6 ahead of Rene. Martijn Mol is P2 on mediums, 0.5 behind Eric Bohm. Eric Bohm from Germany in farm curve is P1, 0.3 ahead of Martin Moore. Martin Moore in the loop is P2, 0.7 behind Eric Bohm. Michelangelo Inski in farm curve is P8. Martin Moore in woodcut corner is P2, 0.4 behind Eric Bohm. "30 minutes remaining in the session. Eric Bohm from Germany in farm curve is P1, 0.7 ahead of Martin Moore. Martin Moore in the loop on lap 8 is P2, 0.6 behind Eric Bohm. Brian Patterson in farm curve is P7. Martin Moore in woodcut corner is P2, 0.3 behind Eric Bohm. Juan Ramos in farm curve is P9. Martin Moore in chapel corner is P2, 0.2 behind Eric Bohm. Eric Bohm in farm curve is P1 in a Lamborghini, 0.2 ahead of Martin Moore. Martin Moore was 0.5 faster last lap. Martin Moore in the loop on lap 9 is P2, 0.5 behind Eric Bohm. Brian Patterson in Farm Curve is P7. Martin Moore in National Pit Straight is P2, 0.2 behind Eric Bone. "25 minutes remaining in the session. Juan Ramos in Farm Curve is P9. Martin Moore on lap 9 is P2, 0.3 behind Eric Bone. Martin Moore was 0.5 faster last lap. Eric Bone in Farm Curve is P1, 0.2 ahead of Martin Moore. Martin Moore from Netherlands in the loop is P2, 0.3 behind Eric Bone. Rene Robertson in Farm Curve on lap 10 is P6. Martin Moore in Luffield Corner is P2 on mediums, 0.4 behind Eric Bone. Michelangelo Inski in Farm Curve is P8 on mediums. Martin Moore in Magot's Corner is P2, 0.2 behind Eric Bone. Juan Ramos in Farm Curve is P9. Martin Moore in Village Corner is P2, 0.5 behind Eric Bone. Glenfield in Farm Curve is P5 on mediums, 4.1 behind Hein Niekerk. Martin Moore in Brooklands Corner is P2, 0.4 behind Eric Bone. Michelangelo Inski entering the pits after 10 laps on mediums is P8. Michelangelo Inski is P8. Brian Patterson in Village Corner is P7. Martigan in Magot's corner is P2. Best lap is a 2:15.683. Michelangelo Inski is P8. Martigan in Stowe corner is P2. Eric Bone entering the pits after 11 laps on mediums is P1. Martigan entering the pits after 11 laps on mediums is P2. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Eric Bone is P1 with 40 kilos. Brian Patterson in Beckett's corner is P7 in a McLaren. Glenfield entering the pits after 10 laps on mediums is P5. Glenfield is P4, 3.8 ahead of Rene. Eric Bone is P3, 4.6 behind Rene. Brian Patterson entering the pits after 11 laps on mediums is P7. Rene Robertson in farm curve is P5 with 80 kilos, 0.2 behind Martigan. Martigan in the loop is P4, 1.2 ahead of Rene Robertson. Martigan was 2.7 faster last lap. Brian Patterson is P7 with 60 kilos. Martigan from Netherlands in Luffield corner is P4, 2.2 ahead of Rene Robertson. Rene from South Africa in Beckett's corner is P2, 3.9 ahead of Eric Bone. John Astrup entering the pits after 12 laps on mediums is P1. John Astrup is P1. Martigan in Stowe corner is P4, 3.1 behind Eric Bone. Rene entering the pits after 12 laps on mediums is P2. Rene is P2. Brian Patterson in Magot's corner is P7 on mediums. John Astrup is P4 on mediums, 3.7 behind Rene Robertson. Rene is P5. Glenfield is P6, 0.6 behind Rene. Rene was 34.4 faster last lap. Brian Patterson in farm curve is P7 in a McLaren. Glenfield from United Kingdom in Luffield corner is P6, 0.7 behind Rene. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Glenfield is now P5. John Astrup in club corner is P4, 1.1 behind Rene Robertson. Glenfield from United Kingdom is P5, 0.6 ahead of Rene. John Astrup in Village corner is P4, 0.6 behind Rene Robertson. John Astrup is now P3. Glenfield in Farm Curve is P5, 1.1 ahead of Rene. Juan Ramos in Farm Curve is P9. Glenfield in Brooklands corner on lap 14 is P5, 0.7 ahead of Rene. Michelangelo Inski in Farm Curve on lap 14 is P8. Glenfield in Magot's corner is P5, 0.6 ahead of Rene. Eric Bone in Farm Curve is P1, 1.7 ahead of Martin Moore. Glenfield in Club corner is P5, 1.3 ahead of Rene. Juan Ramos in Chapel corner is P9. John Astrup on lap 15 is P3. Glenfield on lap 15 is P5, 1.1 ahead of Rene. Juan Ramos in International Pits Straight is P9 in a Porsche. Michelangelo Inski in farm curve is P8. Heineke in Beckett's corner is P6 in a BMW, 0.5 behind Glenfield. Glenfield in Hannah Straight is P5. Best lap is a 2:16.884. 2.325 of the fastest lap. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Martijn Mol in Village Corner is P2, 0.7 behind Eric Bone. Brian Patterson is P7. Martijn Mol in Brooklands Corner is P2. Best lap is a 2:14.559. Glenfield in the loop is P5, 1.2 behind Rene Robertson. Glenfield was 14.3 faster last lap. Martijn Mol in Cox Corner on lap 16 is P2, 0.4 behind Eric Bone. Glenfield from United Kingdom is P5, 0.3 behind Rene Robertson. Martijn Mol in Chapel Corner is P2, 0.4 behind Eric Bone. Rene Robertson in Cox Corner is P5 with 80 kilos battling Glenfield. Glenfield was 14.3 faster last lap. Rene Robertson is now P6. Martijn Mol in Club Corner on lap 16 is P2, 0.4 behind Eric Bone. Juan Ramos in Farm Curve is P9. Best lap is a 2:34.895. 20.336 off the fastest lap. Martijn Mol in Wellington Straight is P2, 0.5 behind Eric Bone. Heineke in Farm Curve is P4 on mediums, 1.2 ahead of Glenfield. John Astrup in Luffield Corner is P3. Martijn Mol is P2, 0.1 behind Eric Bone. Brian Patterson in Farm Curve is P7. Best lap is a 2:18.182. 3.623 off the fastest lap. Martijn Mol is P2, 0.3 behind Eric Bone. Martijn Mol was 0.7 faster last lap. Eric Bowman farm curve is P1 in a Lamborghini, 0.2 ahead of Martin Moll. Martin Moll in the loop on lap 18 is P2, 0.6 behind Eric Bowman. Five minutes remaining in the session. Heineken in farm curve is P4, 2.0 ahead of Glenfield. Rene Robertson entering the pits after 17 laps on mediums is P6. Martin Moll in national pits straight is P2 in a BMW, 0.3 behind Eric Bowman. Glenfield in Wellington straight is P5, 1.9 behind Heineken. Martin Moll in Beckett's corner is P2 in a BMW, 0.4 behind Eric Bowman. Rene Robertson is P7. Martin Moll in club corner is P2 on mediums, 0.9 behind Eric Bowman. Eric Bowman farm curve is P1 on mediums, 0.3 ahead of Martin Moll. Martin Moll in the loop is P2, 0.5 behind Eric Bowman. Heineken farm curve is P4, 2.8 ahead of Glenfield. Glenfield in the loop is P5, 2.4 behind Heineken. Heineken was 0.5 faster last lap. Martin Moll in Magot's corner on lap 19 is P2, 0.6 behind Eric Bowman. Brian Patterson in farm curve is P6. Martin Moll in Stowe corner is P2, 0.2 behind Eric Bowman. Juan Ramos in Village corner on lap 16 is P9. John Astrup in farm curve is P3. Glenfield from United Kingdom in club corner is P5, 2.4 behind Rene. Martigenwall in Brooklands corner is P2, 1.6 behind Eric Bohm. Eric Bohm was 2.1 faster last lap. Juan Ramos in Woodcote corner on lap 16 is P9. Glenfield from United Kingdom in Wellington Straight is P5, 1.6 behind Rene. Martigenwall from Netherlands in Beckett's corner is P2, 0.9 behind Eric Bohm. Rene Robertson in Farm Curve is P7 in a Lamborghini. Martigenwall in club corner is P2. Eric Bohm from Germany in Farm Curve is P1, 0.9 ahead of Martigenwall. Martigenwall in the loop is P2 on mediums, 0.5 behind Eric Bohm. Rene from South Africa in Farm Curve is P4, 1.1 ahead of Glenfield. Martigenwall in Woodcote corner is P2 in a BMW, 0.2 behind Eric Bohm. Brian Patterson in Farm Curve is P6. Martigenwall in Stowe corner is P2 on mediums, 0.2 behind Eric Bohm. Eric Bohm is P1. The leader has just finished the race. Eric Bohm finished P1. Martigenwall finished P2. John Astrup finished P3. Rene is P4. Glenfield finished P5. Rene finished P4. Juan Ramos is P9. Brian Patterson is P6. Juan Ramos finished P9. Brian Patterson finished P6. Rene Robertson finished P7. Michelangelo Inski is P8. Michelangelo Inski finished P8.